So we're back with our familiar faces, Annalees and Luna, who I won't call any kind of duo name because I think they are their own duo, you see. So we're going to coin it for themselves.
We've made it.
That's it now.
Yes, Mum, I'm famous.
I'm famous. So the lovely ladies were walking, we're calling it Whistlestop walks as far as Horsham TV is concerned, but your project is called Visit, isn't it? And it was we've got lots of videos, 6 videos, go out and about in the town, for those of you who don't know, but somehow miss previous episodes of Horsham TV. How could you? Anyway, the project is lots of videos, we've got podcasts as well, creative and activity packs, all the market towns and sort of slightly bigger villages, haven't we, across Horsham, and all to do with promoting it and supporting the area. Is that about right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we're off. I don't.
Job done. There we go.
Just to encourage everyone to get out and about locally, and for us, we've kind of discovered loads of new things. So it's to remind everyone that we've got amazing walks, high streets, heritage, all on our doorstep, and we should be out and about exploring.
Absolutely. And this week, where have you been out and about exploring?
This week we went to
Pulborough.
See, their own duo. They don't need another time. I love it.
So
it's brilliant.
cringy right
I love
now.
it. So you went to Pulborough, and any highlights? We're going to see a little video in a minute, but any highlights for you for the area? What was it?
One massive highlight was the steam train.
There's a steam train.
Yes, in the garden centre, in Pulborough Garden
Oh my God!
Centre.
So it's a little one.
Little one.
Oh, that's so cute.
And it made us feel so good and so happy. It's brilliant. It's a little track and you go around for like 15 minutes. They put the steam on.
It's amazing, and it's all run by volunteers, and they're so dedicated, aren't they? They got their engines out there, all beautifully polished. Looked absolutely fantastic, and then we got to go on. We were very, very privileged.
On our own, it was like a little VIP.
Like
On your own. Oh my goodness, you had a VIP
Yeah.
visit. I love that so much. That's so good. No wonder you're
Anybody
beaming.
can go.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. So that was a highlight. Anything else that you enjoyed going around?
The walk, really. We did followed the art trail, so it took us from the train station up to the RSPB Nature Reserve, and you can do it either way. So linear walk along the River Arun. Absolutely stunning, wasn't it?
So beautiful. And all the artworks along the way. So you can download the app and you can follow the little trail, and there's a little surprise in there as well.
Oh, interesting.
I'll tell you about that.
Yeah, tell me off camera, it'd be good. Okay, well, with that in mind, because I want to be really nosy, we're going to put the video on now, and now you can see what they got up to in Pulborough.
Welcome to Pulborough.
We're off on a walk along the WildArt Trail, across the brooks, along the River Arun, as we make our way to the RSPB's Nature Reserve.
We'll stop off at the shops and have a chat with the locals, and I hear that there's a giant too.
I hope he's friendly. Pulborough is a great place to walk with the brooks on the doorstep and the South Downs as a backdrop. You can see for miles.
The River Arun runs through here too. Fancy a kayaking trip, Luna?
Tell me more.
I'll let Callum do that.
Hi, I'm Callum Templey and I've worked for Fluid Adventures, a kayak and canoe company. I've been working for them for the last year and a bit now. What you can expect from the company is hires, so you can go to any 4 of our venues. Pulborough, I personally, being a bit biased, I think is the best, but then also being able to venture up to the likes of Loxwood, on the way in Arun Canal or over in Skilford. So we also do a tour, what is probably one of our best known and one of our favourites is the Arundel to Pulborough Run. Catching the tide and riding it all the way up in any of our craft, whether that's a sit on top, sit inside or an open canoe. I personally love that tour as you get a mix of the village life of the likes of Amberley and Arundel and the nature side of things going through the heart of the South Downs National Park.
Thanks, Callum. We'll be back to choose our canoes and paddles later.
A quick look in the corn store to see what treasures they have.
There is a train station at Pulborough, but if you fancy hopping on board a steam train, then head on down to Pulborough Garden Centre, where the miniature light railway sits.
Woo woo! All aboard! Tickets, please. No?
No. No job for you, Annalees.
The South Downs Light Railway is a treat for adults and children alike.
It's ran by a team of enthusiastic volunteers who really know their stuff and look after the trains beautifully.
The engines are usually hauled by a real coal-burning steam engine. It's a joy for the senses.
And with a lovely authentic ticket office and engine shed, it's like stepping back in time. I feel like I'm in the film of the Railway Children.
No taking off your bloomers now, Luna.
Let's get going on our WildArt Trail. It's 2.5 miles from the Pulborough train station to Pulborough Brooks Nature Reserve.
It's really well signposted whether you're starting from the train station or the nature reserve.
We're here in Church Place by the beautiful 12th century Church of St Mary's.
This used to be the original shopping area of Pulborough before it moved to Lower Street.
The shop facades are all gone now and it's now a residential area.
What a beautiful place to live.
I know, I have my eye on one, can I show you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd love to live along here and look out onto this gorgeous 12th century church.
You could join the bell ringing group.
I don't think I've the rhythm for that, Annalees. The neighbours would definitely complain.
Oh, okay, how about flower arranging? That's a good hobby.
Hello, my name's Claire Denman and I run the flower shop here in Pulborough. Now I've had the shop for about 7 years now. It started off with a bit of a whim. Just moved to Pulborough, chatting to the landlord, and I said, you know what, that'd make a fantastic flower shop. And after that, the rest is history. So I've got a fantastic team that work with me, each with their own skill sets, absolutely brilliant. And you know, it's a fantastic place to work. And then once I open the shop, one of the biggest advantages, from my point of view as a retailer, is that you build these little connections with other businesses. So we've got Hennings next door, you know, a really good wine shop. You know, there's a real sense that what makes this place great is that we all stick together. And if one business needs help, we've got no choice but to help them. So you pull it all together. So as a place to live, fantastic. People are friendly, multi-generational, you know, it's every age group going.
Isn't Claire lovely? And she's surrounded by some great friendly businesses too.
I've got my eye on a dining table in the Pulborough Exchange.
Why don't you go and measure up whilst I get something for dinner and see what wine Colin suggests to go with it?
Hi, my name's Colin and I'm the manager here at Hennings Wine Merchants in Pulborough. We're an independent wine merchant. We've been here since 1960. Third generation family owned business. We've been in the high street here when the high street was a really buzzing place. And then now over the last few years, we've got some really nice boutique businesses coming back. So with us and the flower shop and the butcher, etc. next door, we have got some sort of really good businesses that people make a specific trip. We don't tend to get many browsers. People come here as a destination to buy something. Being a wine shop based in West Sussex, we're really lucky to have a lot of local vineyards very close to us. Probably as the crow flies in West Chiltington, a couple of miles away, the most famous would probably be Nye Timber. And interestingly, for us, English wine over this past Christmas outstrip the sales of champagne probably 3 to 1. So the English wine scene is just getting bigger and bigger. We probably stock 40 to 50 English wines now, and everything that is on our shelves has to earn its place as well. So they all sell. So yeah, we're very fortunate to be sort of nestled in the countryside here in Sussex, so close to the UK's wine growing region.
I didn't realise that there were so many fantastic local wines.
And if you fancy a drink or a meal out, there are some gorgeous looking pubs along here.
But right now we need to get back on our walk. David is waiting for us.
I'm David Hurst. I'm with the Pulborough Community Partnership, and we developed the WildArt Trail with a number of different organisations. What we want to do is to get more people to come to Pulborough, and we were looking around as to where can we get people from, and we realised that right over there is the RSPB, so we needed to get people to come from the RSPB into Pulborough. And so we decided to make a trail that ran between the two. And we have got 11 ways that you can meet the giant, and you've got 16 different sculptures like this one. A guy called Steve Jelliot did them. He was the artist, lives in Brighton, and he came here and developed all of those. But on your phone, you can now get the app, and you can meet the giant and conjure him up in various places around the trip. And it also gives you a lot of history, a lot of wildlife information, and hopefully it will keep the kids amused all over the holidays. What do I love about Pulborough? I tell you, it's easy. This is what I love about Pulborough. You look out here, it is glorious. We've got 300 acres of water meadows. You can walk through the village on the WildArt Trail and go to the old places and see the history, and then come down to the shopping area, and there's loads of independent shops that provide all sorts of interesting things that you might want. We have loads of different walks around the area, and we've produced various leaflets that show these walks, and you can pick these up at the railway station and in the library and in various shops around the place, or even go onto our website pulborough.org, and you can download them from there. So whatever else you'll want to do, if you want to get out in the countryside, Pulborough is the place to do it.
We can't agree with you more, David. And when you follow the WildArt Trail, you'll come across this tiny church, apparently built out of rubble, and it has no electricity.
Wow, it must be magical lit up by candles in winter.
And it's very close to the Nature Reserve, so you can grab a hot drink to warm you up. We're at the end of the WildArt Trail now, and what a gorgeous walk it's been.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. I tell you what, should we grab a cup of tea over there before we head back?
Good idea. It'd be rude not to.
It would. And a slice of cake too?
Oh yeah, on the way.
There are more places to visit locally, including Parham House and Gardens, which is between Pulborough and Storrington, a stunning Elizabethan property.
And if you fancy going even further back in time, you can head on over to Bignor Roman Villa and see their incredible mosaics.
Thank you, Pulborough. This has been a great visit.
As with all of the Visit Series episodes, there is an accompanying postcard craft activity you can download to create at home.
The set of 6 postcards depicts some of the things we saw on our visits to the villages and towns across Horsham District.
Perfect to send to friends or to keep as a memento after your visit.
And don't forget to pick up your passport too, available to download or collect from shops in each area.
The Visit Horsham District series was commissioned by Horsham District Council and created by Silvertip Films and Whistlestop Arts in collaboration with Horsham TV.
For more information and links to the places that we visited in the series, go to whistlestoparts.org, where you'll also find podcasts of our walks in the areas and craft resources.